Test. Ryder Cup, Walker Cup, Furry Cup.
Okay, we're good. We're on. So you know where Kyoto would stop to get a photo of the mascots roll. You could zoom in on that. Sorry? Yeah, right. I'll call it out anyway. Yeah. Look, there's 3 points separating Pete and football. Very lovely between. Mascots. The mascots about that last week. Not really well. So it's actually just some green mascots. So the other stuff stops there. Are you going down to take the photo? No, to Paddy's. Okay, so zoom in on them. So now we're on the graphics, we'll go with team sheet first, then I'll call their team, then we'll go and lead table.
I just go into my YouTube? Yeah. Use my YouTube now. We're probably playing on this tomorrow, is it?
Hello everybody, good afternoon. Welcome to a cold and slightly breezy but crisp Energia Park here in Donnybrook for this round 5 AIL Division 2C match. It's Saturday the 1st of November, the year of our Lord 2025. The weather is playing with us today because it's been a horrific 3 days. You're talking Angela's ashes type rain and wind, but it cleared up this morning. It's a crisp day, it's a good day for rugby. Wind, as you're watching it on your TV, will be blowing from left to right, from the entrance gate at the Bective end down to the Kenwall Centre of Excellence down in the North Korea end. So yeah, round 5, Bective Rangers in 3rd place, hosting Ballyclare in 9th. Don't be deceived by those positions. There's only 3 points separating 3rd and 9th in the league. The other games today, Bruff in 7th, hosting Dolphin in 5th. Middleton in 4th place, hosting 10th place Malahide. Monkstown in 6th, hosting 2nd place Clonmel, and runaway league leaders Thomond, maximum points after 4 games, 4 bonus point victories on 20 points. Thomond in 1st place, hosting Belfast Harlequins. That's a long trip for them, from Belfast all the way down to Limerick in 8th. So as I said, cracking day for a match. Good conditions. The wind won't be as much of a factor as it was 2 weeks ago, or last week rather, when we had a fine 5-try bonus point win against our close neighbours and friends Monkstown. So good conditions. Just like to welcome everybody from Ballyclare up in the Clochran who are taking our feed today. You're very welcome, lads. Look, get my retaliation in first here. It is Bective Rangers TV. We try to be PC, although PC doesn't really sit in my skill set, but we try to be PC. I'll have my LinkedIn head on me today as best I can. So you're very welcome. Hope you enjoy this live feed from Bective Rangers TV. Teams today, just before they come out of the dressing room. Teams will start with Bective. Louis Snazzy, Sky Sports type graphics. Front row, number 1 Oscar Egan, number 2 Chris Poole, number 3 Conor Kelly. In the second row, 4 Donald Lawler, 5 Gavin Kelly. In the back row is 6 Matty Keane, 7 Tiernan McCluskey, and 8 James Begbie Gallagher. The halfbacks, Conor Halpenny, 9 Ollie Foote, 10. The 3/4, Craig Cantwell, Matty Gilsonan, our captain, Bobby Holland, Chris Rowland, and fullback, the evergreen flamboyant Tim Carroll. The subs for Bective today, great to see the return at number 16 of Rory Mulvihill. Rory suffered a bad shoulder injury that required surgery in a fantastic match here in the Leinster League last March against Seapoint. So Rory back in the squad. Also on the subs bench, Mark Moby O'Brien, Oisin, the good-looking one, McCluskey, Ross McGoey and Mikey O'Hare. For Ballyclare, do it backwards. Team today, Jacob Scarlett, Peter Gillespie, Ross Patterson, the return of Matthew McDowell and Isaac Shields. Halfbacks, 10 Ryan McElwain, 9 James Crichton. Front row, Dean Jones, Matthew Coulter, Adam Barron. In the row, Dave Gillespie, Josh Young. And the back row of Aaron Playfair, Jack Milton and Luke McElrath. Subs bench then for Ballyclare, Ryan McNeil, David McCleary, Grant Bartley, Adam Campbell and Harry Duff. Bective team coming out on the pitch today, led by our 2 mascots today. They're Max Duke, who's 4, and his brother Alexander Duke, who's 6. They're both on the under 6/7s for Bective. Hey, 6-7. Their dad, Conor Duke, and Ivan Gain run that group of about 60 plus kids, and Ivan, kindly through his association with Sherry Fitzgerald, is lead sponsor of our minis, and his boy is also in that squad, third generation at Bective. Beautiful story, exactly what we'd like to see. Our officials today, the referee is Breon Bennett. We had Breon 2 years ago. He had a fine match. And his assistant ARs, Shane Hughes. And John Kerr. Sorry, couldn't read my own handwriting. Okay, so beautiful day. Ballyclare going to kick off with the advantage of the win for the first half. Taken by Chris Poole, he's done well, he's made 10 metres. McCluskey, Robocop. All action. Bective continue down the short side, but the pack taking it up. Good dump by Gavin Kelly. Brings the ball up to the 10-metre line. Gallagher. Taken on by Poole. Little offload. Oh, unlucky. Intercepted. Taken by Ross Patterson. 13. Ballyclare go wide. On first scrum. Okay, look, apologies to the people from Ballyclare. Going to get my retaliation in first again. They're wearing black numbers. It's really difficult to see. Look, I know the Bective team. I know them off by heart. I know the shape of them. I know everything about them, but it's very difficult to read the Ballyclare numbers, black on red. So apologies if I get something wrong. Not infallible, although I like to think I am. Joined today on co-coms by past president and the erudite, the accomplished, the very intelligent Brian Shalhoub. You may be aware Brian's son Mark was on co-coms last week with me. Declined today, saying that he was feeling unwell. He declined on Thursday to say that he was unwell, but turns out young Mark was on the sauce last night. So he's kicked it upstairs to his dad. Brian, you're very welcome.
Delighted to be here, Chuck. Beautiful day in Donnybrook. Two good teams out here today, so it should be a cracking game. We've got a scrum here on the 10-metre line. First scrum of the game. Referee's having a word with the front rows just to sort things out before they go down.
So we're having difficulties with the stadium clock today. Bear with us. I'm running a clock off my phone as well, so we'll keep you updated that way. Penalty against Bective at the first scrum.
Yeah, I think somebody dropped there. Referee was very quick to blow the whistle.
Yeah, dropping the knee, he called. So no hesitation from Ballyclare. They're going to have a shot. They've got the advantage of the wind in the first half. I'm guessing it's 12. Matthew McDowell. He's already got 4 conversions, 4 penalties in the league so far this season. He's on 20 points.
Get the score. Is that working? We need a new plug.
So McDowell, he's 38 to 40 metres out. Struck it well. Good kick. First points on the board for Ballyclare. We're 3 minutes in. Score is Bective 0, Ballyclare 3. So, a little bit of a bobbly kickoff. Good clearance, good nudge by Ballyclare, brings the ball just just beyond their 10-metre line. You can see the touch judge's flag over there. Brian, yeah, there is. Look, the forecast is 10, gusting 20 knots. Didn't seem so strong when I walked the pitch about an hour ago, but Ballyclare with the advantage of the wind in the first half. Well taken by Gallagher in the middle. Now McCluskey. The buff Kelly, he's done well. Gavin Kelly. Gallagher again, he's involved. He's over the 22. Offloads to Matty Keane. Bective now, 10 metres out. Unlucky. Ball is knocked on. Exit now for Ballyclare. Looking for a bit better position, open the angle for the exit kick. Good clearance, not going to make it. Call by 15, Tim Carroll. He's only going to do one thing and run. He's up to the 22. Eventually he's taken down by, I think it was 7, Jack Milton. However, quick recycle by Bective. Matty Keane inside the 22. Quick ball again it is. The buff Kelly bounces the first man off him. Bective continue down the right hand side. Gallagher, Egan on his shoulder. We're 8 metres out. Quick ball again. Halpenny down the short side. Little pull back, Ollie foot. Long pass, the buff, third time involved in this move. Loads of space out here on the left for Bective. Work the ball wide. Space is always out wide. However, Matty Keane, he's 2 metres out. Now, what are they going to do? Good defence by Ballyclare. Little pick and go by the pack. They're just shy of the line. Need to recycle again. Loads of space out here on the left. Craig Cantwell screaming unmarked. Pack take it on. They're held up short. Let's go wide. They are going to go wide. Huge pass by Gelsonen. Bounces to Craig Cantwell. He picks it up on the bounce. First try for Bective. We're 7 minutes in. That's good play by Bective. First bit of possession. They worked their way up the field. Craig Cantwell in for the first try.
Yeah, very well taken try there. Patience, lots of going forward play by the forwards there. Buff involved, Gav Kelly involved, and then a very smart pass out there by Gilso out to the wing. Well taken try and much deserved, to be honest.
Okay, so we're 8 minutes in. Back to 5. Ballyclare 3. Skipper Matty Gilsonen looking to add the extras. Struck it well, but he's just pulled it left. Okay, so score of 5-3. Ballyclare had a difficult start to this league campaign. You know, when they were away to Clonmel, they lost, but they got a bonus point. Then they were at home to Thomond, well beaten by Thomond, got nothing out of that game. Then they travelled to Middleton, they lost again, but they got a bonus point. Bonus points are huge in this league, particularly away from home. But then 2 weeks ago, or last week rather, back on the horse, they had a superb 5-try victory against Bruff. So both Bective and Ballyclare, nothing between them. Only 3 points, as I said, separating 8th and 3rd on the league. Right, Bective, the buff Kelly. Good to see him back starting. Continue down the short side. Matty Keane gets through the first man. Eventually he's well tackled by 10, Ryan McElwain. Ref is saying the ball is out. Gavin Kelly, the brother. Taken on by McCluskey. Loves that move. He sees the pillar defence isn't there. He'll always pick and go. Now, Chris Poole, top try scorer. He broke on the first line. Beautiful out of the back of the hand to James Gallagher. He offloads to Donald Lawler. Looked like he was tackled before he got the ball. Indeed he was. However, free move, free play for Bective. Tim Carroll in the far corner. That's superb play by Bective. It was a free play, but 10 minutes in, Brian, Bective's second try on the board.
Absolutely fabulous score there. Matty Keane just underneath us here took the ball on the blind side, went up, stayed out of touch, and it's just a very positive start by Bective. Gallagher absolutely instrumental in that. Great break up the middle, offload to Lawler, and then out wide, and Tim scoring in the corner. Absolutely great try.
Yeah, beautiful offload out the back of the hand. Don't usually see forwards doing that. No. Okay, Gilso, he's wide on the right. So he's kicking across the post and across the wind. It's a difficult kick. Yeah, it's hanging up in the wind. Okay, we're 11 minutes in. Bective 2 tries on the board. Bective 10, Ballyclare 3. But you just know it's a fine Ballyclare side, Brian. You know they're going to have their purple patch.
Oh, absolutely. Look, Bective started very, very well. Forwards have been really in control here. They're running at everything, running into space, making lots of yards, but you can expect a backlash here from Ballyclare. They're a fine side. They'll regroup, and let's see what happens.
Okay, technical difficulties. Not only is the clock not working, but the scoreboard is not working, so we'll keep you updated. We're 11 minutes in. It's Bective 10, Ballyclare 3. So 10, Ryan McElwain with the restart. High hanging contestable. Taken by Gallagher. All action is our James. However, he's well held up by Ballyclare, stopped in his tracks. Chris Poole. To Buff Kelly, knocks it on now. Advantage, what's going to happen? No, he'll call it for the scrum. Okay, unlucky. So I think this is only the second ever meeting between Ballyclare and Bective. We all remember, and certainly the people up in the clockroom watching this in the clubhouse will remember a 48-8 absolute hammering where Ballyclare deserved winners of the All-Ireland Junior Cup in 2024 up in Dundalk. Beat us off the park. No complaints our end.
Proper hiding.
And then they went on that season, Brian, they won Ulster.
Yeah.
They beat Monkstown, I think it was, in the playoffs to qualify for the AIL, and then they were fourth in 2C last season. They were beaten by Skerries in the playoffs, so fine team.
Yeah.
Knocked back, yeah, it was knocked back, to be fair. Seatbelt tackle there by Donal Lawler. Yeah, so penalty count at the moment, 2-0. Look, penalties and discipline penalties are usually the result of pressure, but we need to be careful. We've lost the penalty count, Brian, and our previous 4 games, we lost the penalty count 11-10 against Thomond, 15-12 against Middleton, 11-8 penalty count against Brough, and 14-12 last week against Monkstown. And we're also picking up a yellow card in every game, and look, that doesn't help.
That's true, but it could be symptomatic of the type of game we're playing. It's up in your face, very aggressive. But yeah, you got to keep your discipline. Penalty there. It was a bit high, but them's the rules, and you've got to be careful of that.
Okay, so halfback number 9, James Crichton. 2 penalties, 3 conversions so far this season in the AIL. He struck that very well. That's over, straight over. Yeah, good kick. Okay, so Crichton brings the score back. It's Bective 10, Ballyclare 6. We're 15 minutes in. Now, what do they do, Brian? High hanging contestable into the wind or go long?
But I think he's going to hit it as hard as he can.
Yeah, so taken just down, just shy of the 22. Well received by Ballyclare. McElwain, it's brought back in, so he can't kick it straight out. It's a big high ball taken by Gallagher just inside the 10-metre line now. Tim Carroll, he's going to run it back. It's well tackled, just shy of the 10-metre or the halfway line. We go again. Matty Keane needs a bit of support. Get your knee down, make it a ruck. He did, he gets the knee down. Now, two options, Bective. They go right. Bobby Holland, little show and go. He's well held up. Good defence by Ballyclare. They come again. The Buff Kelly. Pull back now. The backs have worked it out. The space out wide. There is space out wide. Matty Keane brings the ball into the Ballyclare half. James Gallagher. Yeah, he was tackled and held. He was. To be fair, ref Breon Bennett's got that right. He had a second pop at it. He was tackled. His knee was down. So McElwain, that's a good nudge. Brings the ball up just shy of the Bective 22. Good, I think so, first line out, yeah. Good attacking platform here now for Ballyclare. What are they calling? They're calling 5-1. There's big number 8, I think. I can't read the numbers. Big number 8, I think it is. Luke McElrath, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Big lads. 3 targets.
So McElrath in the half-back first receiver position. Well taken in the middle. Good drive on now by Ballyclare. They're into the Bective 22. Ball at the back. They're in control of this driving maul. Stopped eventually by Bective. They're going to have to use it now. They haven't used it. Ball is turned over. Good defence by Bective. "17 minutes in. Bective 10, 2 tries. Ballyclare 6, 2 penalties. So Conor the Buff Kelly returns this week at tight head. Oscar Egan switches back to his normal position at loose head. We're missing, of course, Christian Hennessy out with a injury this week. Chris, hugely dynamic front row player, can play loose head or hooker. Another penalty against Bective for the scrum. That's the second one. First one was for dropping the knee, and that one's for dropping the knee too. Now McElrath is going to go into the corner, give them another attacking platform. Be looking to get this bang on the 5 metre line if he can. Nice nudge, not quite at the 5 metre line, but second chance now for Ballyclare. They got a good driving maul off that last line of possession. What are they going again? Looking at the numbers here, Brian. 1, 2, they're going 5-1 again.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a number 5 again. Young.
Yeah, Josh Young. It looks like 8. Luke McElrath will be in the first receiver, so they're going to do the same thing again. Why not? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Taken at the front this time by Young, but again a good driving maul. Now can Bective hold them out a second time and hold them up? They're on the 5 metre line. They're not going forward anymore. They're going to have to throw it out wide. Good defensive hit by Bective. Gilson and the skipper, however, recycled. Number 8, Luke McElrath. Ref is saying the ball went back. Is it turned over by Bective? Is it turned over? It is. Now, what do we do? Counter attack or clear our lines with the kick? Bobby Holland. What are they going to do, Brian? They're going to kick. They're not. They're going to keep going. McCluskey, Robocop brings it up.
He's sort of clear it now. No?
Yeah, now Halpo. He's got a good box kick, Halpo. Needs to make it out though. Keeps it low this time. That's excellent kick. Excellent kick. Midway between the 10-metre line and the halfway. Good clearance by Conor Halpenny. So we're 20 minutes in. Score is Bective 10, Ballyclare 6. Wind seems to be picking up, Brian. I'm looking at the touch judge. Assistant referees now. Assistant referee, yeah. So the assistant referee over there, Shane Hughes.
Get up in the air here.
Bective don't really contest. Okay, now peel off the side. They're up over the 10-metre line. Quick ball. Pack are going to roll it on. Good defensive tackle by Bective. However, Pack will take it up again. Another good tackle. Oscar Egan. Bective look offside in the midfield. Ref hasn't seen it. Now Ballyclare go. Oh, there's a poach. There's a poach. He's told them hands off. McElrath, what's he going to do? Long floating pass out to number 20, Harry Duff. Didn't see him coming on. Not sure he was on for. McElrath, another good pass out to 6, Aaron Playfair. Yeah, he's going to kick. He's going to kick. Little kick pass taken by Chris Rowland. He's done really well, but said the ref hadn't seen the offside, but he had. Well done, Brian. That's 5 penalties against Bective. 5 penalties, none against Ballyclare. Keep your discipline, lads. Yeah, so number 6, Aaron Playfair, indicates to the ref James Crichton, 9, is going to have a pop. More or less the exact same position he got the last one. Brian, look, we're leaving Ballyclare into the game with our indiscipline.
Yeah, we're giving away silly points here. You know, that's 3 kickable penalties they've had. We've scored 2 very good tries, but these guys are still in the game, very much so, and a lot of it is to do with Ballyclare pressure, but Bective are giving away a few silly penalties.
Yeah, I see what looks like number 12, Matthew McDowell, only returned to this team. He was out injured last week, going down with what looks like a shoulder injury, heading for the dressing rooms. So he's been replaced by Harry Duff. So Crichton, dead straight in front of the post. 35 metres out. It's a beautiful strike. That's over. That's over. Yeah, fair play. Okay, so we're back to a 1-point game. Bective 10, Ballyclare 9. We're 23 minutes into this first half. Need to control our discipline. Gilson goes left this time. Another high floater taken by Aaron Playfair, number 6. Bective spoiling, disrupting the ruck. Dirty ball for Ballyclare. Good relieving kick. Straight in though, straight in. Oh, you got that wrong, mate. Sorry, John. You got that wrong, my friend. Right in front of us here, Brian. Look, who'd be a referee, touch judge, but
look, it happens.
Yeah,
Gallagher knew exactly what he was doing there.
Definitely got that one wrong. All right, look, sure, there's none of us infallible.
Absolutely not. You know, it's great that we have so many touch judges or assistant referees and referees. So
yeah, all volunteers.
Absolutely.
No ref, no game, mate.
Give them a break when they make a mistake.
5-man call by Bective, well taken by Gav Kelly. Now a little peel at this set piece move. The buff on the roll. Quick ball out the backs, Bobby Holland. Just inside the Ballyclare half. Gilso now, Ollie Foot. Quick ball again, it is quick ball. Gallagher, little show and go. He's got McCluskey on his shoulder, right, just inside the 10-metre line. Bective recycle, go again, Gilson. They're going out wide, they're going out the backs. Tim Carroll, Matty Keane, beautiful pass out, Chris Roland. It's not Chris Roland, it's Craig Cantwell. Inside to half-back, Conor Halpenny. Bective go again, Oscar Egan, loose head, he's done well. He's tackled, he's about 10, 11 metres out. Recycled by Bective. Connor the Buff Kelly bounces the first man off him again. Now, Bective go out right. Tim Carroll. Beautiful pass out. Donald Lawler out lurking on the wing. Big second row. He's taken down. He's 7 metres out. Bective go again. Matty Keane. Brilliant tackle. Brilliant tackle. Slower ball for Bective, so the pack will probably truck it up. Oscar Egan, little show and go. His mum and dad are watching the match. Colin and Claire out in Alicante. Hope you're getting the weather, guys. Gallagher. He's done well. Needs support. Resource that ruck. Now, here we go. Gilson, what's he going to do? A little pullback. Bobby Holland, Tim Carroll, out to Craig Cantwell. He's a big unit. He's tackled just shy of the line, but he rolls over. Excellent again. Continuity play by Bective. We're 26 minutes in. That's third try on the board for Bective. Brian.
Yeah, very, very well taken try. A lot of patience there. And eventually we got the bit of space out on the left-hand side here. But very, very well taken by Craig. You know, he had to get through one or two players there, and his size and his weight got him over.
Yeah, look, he's a big unit, Craig, 6'1". He's telling me he's 88 kilos. Don't believe him. Think he's a lot bigger than that. One of the Tullamore three joined this club last year along with the two Kelly brothers. Absolutely immersed himself in the club. Great club member. Capped by the Leinster Juniors for the last 2 seasons as well. Okay, Gilso wide on the left.
Not the easiest kick in the world.
No, you know, and this wind is going to, you'd think, push the ball across the face of the post. Again, he struck it well. He struck it well. I think it's in. It is in. Excellent kick, Matty Gilson, captain. So pushes the score out on 27 minutes to Bective 17, 3 tries against Ballyclare's 9, 3 penalties.
Come on, score up in the fence. Let's go.
McElwain, good high hanging restart taken by Gallagher. He's done well now.
Somebody's hurt down there, Ballyclare.
It's not great to see. They've already lost Matthew McDowell, and of course McDowell, he was out injured. Well, certainly wasn't in the starting squad last week. He's already got 4 conversions, 4 penalties, 20 points for Ballyclare, and he's gone off with a shoulder injury. And of course he absolutely killed us, ran the match in that All-Ireland Cup final against Bective. He got 2 tries, 5 conversions and a penalty for 25 points. Roy of the Rovers Hall. So look, he's gone. This is not good news now for Ballyclare to see another man down. Can't see who it is, Brian.
No, and I didn't see what happened there.
Yeah.
But,
the ref, Breon Bennett, was very quick to blow the whistle.
But please God, it's
yeah, you don't want to see anybody. Look, this is all, you know, we're all amateurs. We're all doing this for a bit of crack. Huge dedication. Last thing you want to see is any guy going off injured.
Absolutely. It's amazing to look around the ground here, Chuck, and see Rangers. They're absolute creatures of habit.
Standing in the exact same spot.
So, I can just see Mick Shalhoub and Dan McInerney exactly in the same spot as they're always in. And then you get the crew with the Bective Terrace, same places, same faces.
And you'd be looking for Chairman Stevie, is usually walking, pacing up and down up the Wesley end of the terrace, yeah, in the worry room. Reasonable crowd here. It's not packed. Look, it's a long journey for Ballyclare. They're well north of Belfast. Long journey, although I was looking in the bar beforehand. There was about 15 of them sitting there having pints, and there was more at the dinner. We had 63 from what I counted for the pre-match lunch. Okay, unfortunately that Ballyclare man is going off. Can't see who he is, but We've got number 19, Adam Campbell, coming on to replace him. So 2 lads down for Ballyclare. We're 30 minutes into this game.
The good thing is he's up and walking, and whatever happened, it doesn't look too serious.
Yeah, we wish him well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so 30 minutes in, Bective 17 points to 9 ahead. It's third penalty against Bective in the scrum. Third penalty against Bective in the scrum. First 2 were for dropping the knee. I'm not sure what he called that one from, Brian.
Yeah, maybe it was coming in on the hooker, but it was a Bective scrum. So, look, I played in the scrum all my life. I'm still no expert, no idea what goes on in the front row. But there's something serious going on there.
Something fundamentally wrong.
Yeah,
So he's
yeah.
speaking to Conor the Buff Kelly, our tight edge. So
Yeah.
Buff has obviously got on the wrong side of him, you know, and you paint a picture, as they say. I would know, I played 10 all my life. I haven't a clue what goes on in the scrum, but they talk of painting this picture.
You got to paint
And
the picture.
Buff is obviously painting the fucking wrong picture, mate.
Well, look, the referee is talking to him, explaining what's wrong. It's nothing you can't change, you know. But whatever you're doing, stop it.
Okay, I see Rory Mulvihill, 16, front row forward for Bective warming up. Are we going to make a tactical substitution, maybe get the Buff off, which will paint a picture with the ref? Rory is coming on, hasn't featured since that titanic battle and draw with Sea Point back here in the top of the table clash in the Leinster League last March. Indeed it is, they're taking the Buff off. Sends a message to the ref. Look, we did the same thing in the All-Ireland Cup final against Enniskillen up in Ashburn last January. Rory himself, believe it or not, was getting pinged by the ref.
He was.
And they tactically took him off in the first half to show the ref that, look, okay, we're taking him off, we're listening to you.
Yeah.
Okay, Ballyclare, they're 7 metres out. Slow ball, one out runners, Packer going to take it on. Good defensive hit by Bective. Ballyclare recycle, they go again. And again, 19, Adam Campbell takes it on. So they're working the way right all the time. Ball is turned over, picked up by Oscar Egan. Well played, Bective. Now exit, run it. We're not, what would I know? Big kick from the skipper, Matty Gilson, and eases the pressure, brings the ball up to the 10-metre line, led off. For Bective, Ballyclare will be disappointed in that. It's the first bit of possession they've had where they've tried to work some continuity through.
Yeah, it's a great bit of play there by McCluskey. He ripped the ball and it popped out to
Oscar Egan,
great defence.
Okay, so we're 32, heading for 33 minutes in. Bective 17, Ballyclare 9. Well taken by Ballyclare. Now, McElrath, what's he going to do? Substitute. Adam Campbell takes it up. They come back against the grain. They continue down the left side. Penalty, Bective. Okay. McCluskey in for the poach. He's done well. First penalty against Ballyclare, 33 minutes in.
That's
First
great
penalty
discipline by Ballyclare. You know, in contrast to Bective, who seem
for
to be
leaking penalties. We're
leaking
6 penalties in after 30. Now, Tim Carroll, big left boot. Brings the ball down just shy of the 22. Good attacking platform for Bective. Okay, so Bective on 3 tries. Ballyclare keeping in touch, 3 penalties. They're old school like you and me, Brian, like take the points when they're on offer, keep the scoreboard ticking over. So they haven't had a try attacking opportunity yet, but they're still in this game, picking off the penalties. We're offering them up. They're saying thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, it's like a mantra with you, Chuck. You're 3-6-9.
Yeah.
But it works.
Now, Donald Lawler, it's a great tackle by Ballyclare. Ball is recycled. Gavin Kelly dunks the first guy just inside the 22. Matty Gilsonan, little pullback. Ollie Foot. Now Tim Carroll, can he set him? Little show and go. He did well. Here we go. Oscar Regan on the charge. Good tackle. Double hit by Ballyclare. Stops him in his tracks. We go again. Gavin Kelly a second time. Coming down the short side. Knocked on. Unlucky. Bective had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down the short. Unlucky.
Look, it's just one of the forwards trailing legs. Knocked that out of his hand.
Yeah, another substitute coming on for Ballyclare. 16. Ryan McNeil is coming on. Really hard to see the Ballyclare numbers. No disrespect to anyone from Ballyclare, but I don't know your boys physically. I don't know their shape, and I cannot read those numbers up here. So I'm guessing 16 Ryan McNeil is a hooker. I'm guessing. Can't see that boy's number though. I can't see his number. Okay, so we're 36 minutes in. We're on a rolling clock on my iPhone here, lads. So whatever, the referee will be adding on as well for stoppages. There has been a couple, 2 lads from Ballyclare gone down injured. Okay, so relieving scrum now for Ballyclare. They've won 3 penalties at the scrum. We've changed our front row. We've taken off the buff, put on Rory Mulvihill. Hopefully we're not going to leak another penalty here now. It's better scrum, better solid scrum, yeah. McElwain, long kick taken by Tim Carroll just inside the Bective half. Sliding down the touchline now, needs support. He's done well, tackled just shy of the 22. Picked up by McCluskey, all action hero. Brings the ball deep into the 22. Gavin Kelly, quick offload, ball is broken loose. Gilso doesn't want to throw out sloppy ball, so just takes the hit, sets it up. We're going to come back down the short side. Gavin Kelly dunks off number 10, Ryan McElwain. James Gallagher, again double hit on Gallagher, picked up by Oscar Regan. Now he's inside the 22. Oscar's done well. Slower ball for Bective, however, continue down the open side. Now back against the grain. We've got numbers down here. Let's go. Donald Lawler throws it out to Matty Keane. Breaks the first tackle. Takes 3 men to take him down. Continue down the short side. Tiernan McCluskey. Look, I know we're standing up here, Brian, it's easy for us, but you get frustrated at the discipline. With 7 penalties against Bective, we're only 36 minutes in.
That's not a good count. You know, you're in 2 attacking positions. We've been in there and given away penalties, so got to tighten ourselves. I don't want to be critical of the lads, you know, but we're leaving Ballyclare back into this game. Penalty count 7 against Bective, 1 against Ballyclare. We're 37, 38 minutes into this match.
And the referee, you giving away 7 penalties, the referee's going to be looking for excuses.
Okay, easy for us, as I say. Yeah, easy for us.
You paint a picture for the referee, and
that's our 3rd time talking about painting a picture, Brian. Sound like bleeding Vincent van Gogh here. Okay, so he's having a word. He's explaining to skipper Matty Gilsonan what's going on. Okay, so McCluskey looks like he's okay, is he? He's having a bit of a tension. No, he's coming off, replaced by the younger brother, Oisin, coming in, wearing 24. There'll be a bit of a loss if we lose Tiernan for the whole game.
A huge loss. I'm not sure what's wrong with him.
Hugely dynamic player for Bective. That's a great nudge. Great nudge. by McElwain, brings the ball up just shy of the Bective halfway line. Okay, so we're 40 minutes up on the iPhone clock. It's 3:10, but there's about, I'm guessing, 3 or 4 minutes of those two injuries. Yeah.
A couple of injuries there. Yeah. They're up in contestants, like good.
So Matthew Coulter, hooker, is still on, so not sure who 16 Ryan McNeil came on for. Ball at the back with Coulter.
Great play by Rory Mullen.
Bective contesting. Ball's gone to ground, so it's a ruck. Slower ball. What can Ballyclare do here? He's going to kick, He's not, he's going to have a run. He's buried by Chris Poole in the tackle. He's calling it a seatbelt, he's calling it high.
He's medium. He's medium.
Good nudge by 10, Ryan McElwain. So we're into whatever injury time the ref is adding on here in this first half. One, two, three, four, 5-man called again by Ballyclare with the big forward in first receiver position. A lot of animation. Disrupted by Bective. They've won it. Okay, Chris Poole has done well. He's over the 10-metre line. Gilsonen manages to work it wide. It's Bobby Holland. Here comes Tim Carroll. He's over the halfway line. He offloads it to Craig Cantwell. It wasn't forward. Right in front of us. Sorry, Brian. Got that wrong, mate. Hugely frustrating. And a penalty against Bective for lip. Wasn't me, it was one of the players. That's hugely frustrating. That was right in front of us, Brian. Right in front of us. Frustrating.
Look, ref has a difficult game. He was in line with it. We got to see what, he saw what he saw, so possibly it was a bit forward, but very frustrating. Great Bective attack, great break by Tim Cahill, and he put Cantwell away there. But look, get on with it. Suck it up.
It is what it is. Okay.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Come on, go.
Penalty for indiscipline again. So McElwain going up the line. Could be one last chance for Ballyclare to get a try on the board before half time. Little huddle, they're going for a 5-man, so they seem to be set on this 5-man line out, and why wouldn't they? They seem to, they're winning the ball all the time. Usually it's 5, Josh Young winning it for them. So Milton with the throw, taken at the back this time. Now, what can they do? Inside the Bective 10-metre line, quicker ball for them. Young takes it on. Loads of numbers down here, down that side if they can. They're going to come back against the grain now, coming out open. Oscar Regan's got his hands on the ball. He's got his stamina, he's on his feet. He's got his hands on the ball. I don't know. Breon Bennett having another word with Captain Matty Gilsonen. So now another chance for 9, James Crichton. Same spot he landed over the other two. He's about 35 metres out, straight in front of the 6, probably the last chance of this first half. Brian on his feet, hands on the ball.
Yeah.
Looked like a fair
Well,
poach.
from here, it looked like a fair poach. Again, I go back, the referee was on the ball, so but he saw something and gave a penalty.
Another fine strike by James Crichton, straight over, good kick. There you have it, folks, end of the first half. Score is Bective 17, Ballyclare 12. Look, Bective have done well when they've had possession, but indiscipline is killing us. Giving away 10 penalties to 1 from Ballyclare.
Chuck, you got to call it out. It is indiscipline. You can't give away that many penalties and expect to win a game. You know, they should be way ahead at this stage, but they're coughing up too many easy
Ballyclare,
penalties.
you know, are just feasting on our indiscipline and our mistakes. And Crichton's had a fine game. He's got 4 kicks now, kept them in the game. So half time, guys. Bective 17, Ballyclare 12. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Have a quick smoke break here. Stay tuned. Yeah.
Because you're gabbing off and everything. Which can't understand. Check, when they interview me, I want to tell him. Hey, sure. I wonder.
Just some half-time scores to share with you. Bruff hosting Dolphin in a Munster derby. Bruff 21, Dolphin 7 at half-time. Thomond runaway league leaders against Belfast Harlequins. Thomond are leading 17-3. And Middleton, huge first-half performance by them at home, beating Malahide 31-8, are leading Malahide at half-time. And Monkstown against Clonmel, nothing between those teams. Down in Sandyman, Monkstown leading 7-0 at half-time against Clonmel.
Everything's all over the place. It's a nice all over the place. But look, even this morning I went to and watched this. I'm travelling up. Yeah, it's tough.
Bective head coach Ben Mannion, look, Bective 17-12 in the lead at half-time, 3 tries to 0 to the good, but indiscipline is killing us. We're leaving them back into the game. 10 penalties to 1 against Bective in the first half, Ben.
Yeah, we're getting a real frustration out of that because we're getting really hardly done by, he's been really poor, but we've got to take that out of the game. We've got to just make sure we're dominant physically and don't give him an opportunity to stuff us up the way he has been. So we're using this breeze now, we just want to keep them down that far end, and then hopefully our discipline will turn and we'll be able to roll them on.
Excellent, thanks Ben, good luck. Gilson, high-hanging restart, kicked on the fly by Ballyclare, taken by James Gallagher on halfway. He's done well, he's beaten the first man, takes the ball up over the 10-metre line. It's good play by James. Now, Chris Poole. Gilso going at the backs. Bobby Holland. He's well tackled, stopped in his tracks. Gavin Kelly takes it on. Oisin McCluskey, nice quick pass. Ball is now worked wide. It's out to Pooler again. He's done well. He's over the 10-metre line. Quick ball back to go down the short side. Gallagher again. He's done so well. He's tackled eventually just inside the 22. Quick ball. It is quick ball. Taken on by Oisin McCluskey. He brings it on 2 or 3 metres. Quick ball again now. Oscar Egan. Bobby Holland. Tim Carroll. He's gliding. He's done well. He's up to the 5-metre line before they bring him down. Bective go down the short side. Indeed they will. Rory Mulvihill manages to offload it. Ollie Foot. Try for Bective. That's the way to restart the second half. So we're 1 minute on the clock. Good continuity play by Bective. There's a 4-try bonus point. Moves the score out to Bective 22, Ballyclare 12. Excellent start to the second half. Look, you heard the coach, he's frustrated. He's frustrated with some of the decisions we're getting, particularly in the scrum where we've had 3 penalties against Conor the Buff Kelly, to the extent that we had to tactically substitute him. So we're not getting the rubber green. There's animated conversation between James Gallagher and skipper Matty Gilson and with Breon Bennett. Look, we're not disrespecting the ref, but anyway, look, great start to the second half by Bective. Gilso pulled that badly. The ref is now saying they charged too early, giving him a second attempt. There's an Aaron Crudden, the All Blacks against Ireland 2013 in the Aviva, hint about that. Ref has given us the second shot. So Gilso, second attempt at this conversion. No, he's pulled it. Okay, so Bective out to a 10-point lead. 4 tries on the board. Brian has returned from the powder room.
Yeah, just a little comfort break there, Chuck.
Comfort break and returning with a pint of Chadwick's, I see, Brian. So you would have missed that. Great restart by Bective. Yeah, worked the way through. Ollie Foot scored. So we've 4 tries on the board. Now we just need to win the match. That's well taken by 18. Grant Bartley for Ballyclare. Beautiful little off-road. Now Ballyclare, bit of possession, going through the motions. McElwain again. Good defence by Bective. Slower ball. Good tip on. So Ballyclare with a bit of possession now. They're going out, they're not. Come back in by 13. Ross Patterson, he's well tackled, but recycle again. McElwain puts through a little kick. It's in behind Chris Rowland. I think it's the first time Rollers has got the ball in the whole game. He's done well. He's taken it outside his 22. Good aggressive play by Chris Rowland. Now Bective. Oscar Egan. Tim Carroll, big left boot using the wind, finds a bit of grass. 10, Ryan McElwain back. He puts it up high. It's a good kick, to be fair. Taken by Halpenny. Now, Oisin McCluskey. He's up over the halfway line. They haven't taken him down. Eventually get him to ground. Gilsonen. Dunalola wide on the wing. Little show and go, offloads it inside to second row Gavin Kelly. He gets it back inside to skipper Gilso, unlucky, knocked it on the tackle. That's good play by Bective though, Brian.
Great play, very unfortunate there, but fabulous continuity play, forwards and backs. It's just a great game to watch at the moment, Chuck. You know, it's end to end. A bit of a hold up here. I think Chris Rowland has picked up a bit of a knock. He did very, very well back there.
Yeah,
long kick, and you know the usual reaction would be a panic kick into touch, but he took the ball, beat a couple of players, and then took it out into out past the 22. So he did very well. So I'm not surprised he's a little bit beaten up after that.
He has a hand injury. He cut his hand badly down in Brough a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and then hurt it again last week. I was talking to him at training Thursday night. How's the hand? He goes, grand. I said, look, you have 2 anyway, you don't need it. Shout out to our Senior Vice President Richie Maybury, Junior Vice President Paul Hatton. Paul Hatton, he's like a fucking advert for JetBlue holidays. This weekend, like, he's everywhere. Last week he was in Ewood Park. This weekend they're out in Soldier Field in Chicago.
Lucky boys.
Our senior and our junior vice president.
Just speaking about Soldiers Field, my brother Connor Shalhoub's up there watching that game. Another big shout out to Mark Shalhoub, who's watching in San Francisco. And of course to Jerry and Barbara Cullerton, who are watching it at home today.
Excellent. Okay, so here we go. Another penalty against Bective in the front row. Dropping the knee again. I'll say one thing for the ref, I'm not criticising. He's consistent.
He is.
It's dropping the knee. That's 4 of them, you know. Reasonable nudge there by Ryan McElwain, brings the ball just inside the Ballyclare 10-metre line. Ballyclare, of course, playing into the wind in the second half. Scoreboard and the clock, unfortunately, in the stadium is still broken. I'll keep you updated as best I can. We're 5-6 minutes in. Score is Bective 22, Ballyclare 12. Okay. Okay, so you would normally, Brian, you would think a good attacking platform for Bective, but we're getting pinned all over the place in the scrums.
Yeah. Well, look, if you're getting pinged all over in the scrums, you've got to get the ball in quickly.
Yeah, in and out.
In and out.
In and out. Channel 1 ball, as that Jim Sherwin used to call when he was commentating from RTE.
It's very true, you know. It's difficult for the number 8 to control, but you got to get that ball out quickly.
This time he's pinging Oscar Egan at the tight end. Ref has had enough. Can't blame him for that. That's 5 penalties in the front row. Eventually he's thrown out a yellow card. Long kick by Ryan McElwain. Hassan made touch. Oscar Egan. Beg your pardon. Chris Rolland. Rollers doesn't usually kick. He always likes to run the ball out now. Bective coming down the short side. Maddie Keane. Ironic cheers from the crowd. Second penalty against Ballyclare in the whole game. Okay, chance for Tim Carroll now to push us into their half. So subs for Bective. Conor Buff Kelly. Looks like he's going to come back on, is he? So we've got Oscar Egan in the bin. They're warming the Buff up. They won't bring him on until the scrum is called and we actually need him. No, genuinely, yes. So, 5-man for Bective. Chris Poole with the throw. Well taken by Gav Kelly in the middle. Ball at the back now with young Oisin McCluskey. Now back with Chris Poole. Pooler with 4 tries. He's averaging a try a game. He's offside, that lad with his black scrum cap. He's offside. Swam through that ruck, or that maul. Frustrating. Again, to be fair to the referee on Bennett, if you're going to mouth at him, he's going to give a penalty against you for mouthing.
And I'm absolutely with the referee on that one. You know, these
Stop
guys,
mouthing.
we're all around long enough. You don't talk back to the referee.
So now having another chat with skipper Matty Gilsonen. Okay, so we're 9.5 minutes into this second half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-man called again by Ballyclare. Yeah, are we going to contest? We are. Gavin Kelly goes up, spoils it and wins it. Well done, Gavin Kelly. Okay, so it's Bective ball, all offside out in the middle of the pitch. Ballyclare, ref hasn't seen it. Gallagher takes it on, brings the ball up to the halfway line. Now Bective coming down the short side, huge numbers. Long floating pass, Chris Roland eventually gets it, puts the ball through, finds grass. Dodgy bounce. It wasn't! Who'd be a referee? Okay. So penalty against Bective. He was calling it a high shot. Great nudge by McElwain, but it hasn't made touch. Now taken by Roland. Tim Carroll going to run it back. Excellent tackle by 10. Ryan McElwain on the 10-metre line. Bective go again. They want to go wide. Bobby Holland. Shooter came up there, stopped him throwing the ball wide, so he took it up. Bective back against the grain, coming down this right-hand side. Gavin Kelly. Matty Gilsonen. Look for the little inside ball. McCluskey was well marked. Ball is broken loose. It's now taken on. Turnover to Ballyclare. McElwain. It's a good kick. That is a good kick. It's taken just outside the 22 by Craig Cantwell. He puts through a kick back, finds grass, can bounce anywhere on an Astro. He's done well, that lad. Can't see his number, but he's done very well. Eventually taken down and a penalty to Bective. Now you know what I'm going to say, Brian. What am I going to say?
You're saying going to say kick to the corner and
I am in my hole. I'm going to say take the points. You have 4 tries on the board for a bonus point. Take the points. Keep the scoreboard ticking over. At the moment the score is 22-12, so it's a 10-point game.
In fairness, Chuck, you're consistent on that. and I'm with you. You take the points.
And of course they ignore me. And that's why I'm standing up here in the gantry talking nonsense. And the boys who are running the game decide, no, let's go into the corner. Okay, so nice nudge by Gilso brings the ball just inside the Ballyclare 22. Attacking platform from the line out now for Bective. We are 12 and a half minutes into this second half. Bective, of course, down a man. Oscar Regan on the naughty step. Well taken in the middle by Gavin Kelly. Ball at the back now with Chris Poole. Bective inching forward. Okay, they release the backs now. What do we do? Gilsonen. Quick ball. Here comes Gallagher around the corner. Well ripped. Absolutely. That's great defensive play. They got numbers out here now on the left. They've got the numbers. What can Ballyclare do? Put through a kick. Eventually taken by Tim Carroll. But he's scragged down inside his 22. Good numbers back for Bective to resource that ruck. Penalty Bective. It's unfortunate. Good rip by Ballyclare there.
Absolutely.
Huge turnover. They brought the ball from inside their 22 deep into the Bective 22. Good cover back by Tim Carroll, though he did well in defence. Crowd getting animated now on both sides. We have a good Ballyclare contingent just down in front of us. Reminder of the scores, we're 14 and a half minutes in. Score is Bective 22, Ballyclare 12. It's a 10-point game. Nice nudge by Tim Carroll. Midway between the Bective 10-metre line and the halfway line. Ballyclare lad down injured in front of us. Again, apologies. It's really hard up here, high up in the gantry, to read numbers.
Yeah. Looks like he's just getting strapped, so nothing serious there.
Bective also opting for the 5. Whatever happened to full seven men in the line? What about they? Were we stuck in the 1980s, Brian?
Well, I certainly am.
It's all about 5 men and more animation than a bleeding Walt Disney movie. Yeah. However, here we go. 5-man call by Bective. You'd be thinking it'll be Gav Kelly in the middle. He's lorded it for Bective in the lineouts. However, I'm wrong. Goes to Gallagher. Now the buff Kelly. Unfortunate. Knocked it on. Free play here now for Ballyclare. What are they going to do with it? Not a lot. Ref will bring it back for the knock on for the scrum. You get the feeling, Brian, if we can just calm down a bit, keep our discipline, go through the faces, spread the ball wide. Chris Rowland, huge speed man, he's got lots of wheels on the wing. Not sure Craig Cantwell has got to pass the whole game, Yeah,
too much breaking down, but look, you can see what they're trying. Maybe, as you say, slow it down a little bit.
Now Bective, are they up to full complement? They're not.
They're not.
So they brought above Kelly on as sub. Looks like they've taken, is it Oisin McCluskey off? Okay, Ballyclare going wide. Now they're over the halfway line. First time they've really had to buy. He's done well. He's done very well. Broke the first line. Deep into the Bective half now. Quicker ball for Ballyclare. Good line speed by Bective there. Slowed them down, but Ballyclare still in possession. Continue down this left-hand side. 18, Grant Bartley, he's well tackled. However, they go again down the left. Number 6, Aaron Playfair. Ballyclare looking at this one-out runner all the time. They're happy to let the pack take it up. Continue to go wide. Looks like it's the hooker, number 2, Matthew Coulter. Good defensive hit by Donald Lawler. Penalties, that's 5 against Bective in the second half. Again, he's calling it a high shot. I know they've changed the line. It's the sternum. Anything above the sternum is a penalty. And look, we're just leaving Ballyclare. 9. James Crichton, he's 4 from 4. All of them have been in this position, straight in front of the post, 40 metres out. You fancy him to get it in again. Brings it back to a one-score game if we can get this, Brian. At the moment, we're 22-12.
Yeah. Clever decision there by Ballyclare. As you say, brings it back to a one-score game. And he's on form at the moment.
He has.
Oh, he has.
Pulled it. Right off for Bective. So we're coming up to 19 minutes into the second half, Brian. End of the third quarter. Another sub for Bective. I see Mikey O'Hare, Mikey's tights, number 20, coming on. Sinmin is over as well. I see Rory Mulva will come off, so we're back to 15. Gilso, big long using the wind. Well taken just inside his 10-metre line by Ballyclare. He's done well. He's bringing it up the halfway. Take him there. He's done very well. Eventually tackled just inside the Bective half. He's held up, is he? Is he held up? Is he held up? Matty Keane, good defensive work there. Whoever gets the knee down eventually. Now, what can Ballyclare do? Skips inside the first man. He's done well. Just inside the Bective half. Good tackle by Bective. Oscar Egan. However, Ballyclare still in possession. Long floating pass. Oh, unlucky by O'Hare. Nearly intercepted. Ball back with Ballyclare, so they keep possession. They'll go down the short side. Ball is eventually ripped out, but the ref will come back for the knock on. Unlucky there by Mikey. Caught that and he could have been away.
Yeah, you can see the reason there, Chuck, about the substitution, bringing Mikey O'Hare on. I think our goal kicking is going to be very important from here on in. We got to get, any kicks, we got to get them over.
Yeah, of course, Mikey O'Hare, top scorer for Bective last year. Total 141 points. He got 5 tries. He got 37 conversions, 24 penalties. So yeah, you can understand why they bring Mikey on. Look, Gilso's been unlucky, hasn't landed a kick all day. Most unusual for him, but I think you're right. I think the thinking might be, we've got the try bonus point, we need to win the game.
Yeah.
So let's get Mikey on. Any chance we get of a penalty from now on, that we just go try and take the points. Yeah,
That's our take on it, Chuck.
what would we know though? Just two old farts, Waldorf and Stadler, were like zig and zag. Cheech and Chong standing up here pontificating on.
Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Chong. Jesus, I'd love a bit of Cheech and Chong now. However, that's for another day. Okay, so scrum to Ballyclare on their 10-metre line. We are 21 and a half minutes in, so we're into the final quarter of this game. Bective 22, Ballyclare 12.
Very solid scrum.
Oh, he's done well. Good rangy runners, tackled just shy of the halfway line. Here's a shooter coming up. He's done well too. Takes the ball into the Bective half. Quicker ball now. McElroy. Oh, it's intercepted. It's intercepted. Chris Rowan, ain't no one going to stop him. He's huge wheels. There you have it. 5th try for Bective on the board. Excellent interception. Smart play by Chris Rowland. We're coming up to 23 minutes into the second half. As I said, 5th try for Bective. Score moves out to Bective 27, Ballyclare 12.
Yeah, great eyes up there by Chris Rowland. He knew exactly what he was doing. Ballyclare, to be fair, were trying to force the ball a little bit there. But well taken try by Chris. And very much deserved.
Got huge speed, Chris, you know, and no disrespect to last season, but you always felt the one thing we were missing last year was a wheels man, was an out-and-out speed man. Chris has joined us from Blackrock College last year. I mean, he captained the Rock under-20s. He was over 60 AIL for Blackrock in 2A, 2B, 1B. And he was the starting 15 on the Blackrock College schools team, the SCT in 19, so Chris, of course, probably brought in by Luke and Jay Meon. He's close friends with them. Huge speed merchant. Now Mikey looking to add the extras. There you go. Dead-eye Dick. We were right. Mikey O'Hare adds the extras. Pushes the score out now to Bective 29. Ballyclare 12. We're into the final quarter. We've 24, just coming up to 25 minutes into the second half. Ooh, won't be happy with that. Bective going to play it. They are going to play it. Taken by Oisin McCluskey. Good intelligence there. He was going, we know we can play it. Okay, so Bective going out wide. No, good tackle on Gilso. They scrag him. Take him down on the 10-metre line. Yeah, no, it's good play. Gavin Kelly takes it on. Oh, unlucky. Just knocked it on. Now, chance for Ballyclare. What can they do on the turnover? Again, the ball is broken loose. Penalty against Bective. No choice now. Brian McElwain needs to nudge it up. Ballyclare need to get a try, get back on the board, get back in the game, narrow the gap. It's a 17-point game. Good kick by him, to be fair. Brings the ball about 15 metres out. Ballyclare line out. Josh Young has done well, 5 for them all game. I think they've only lost one line out where Gav Kelly got up against him.
I'd be inclined to go up in the air here.
Yeah, what a Bective do? Do they go up? It's a 6-man this time. Little trick play. Yeah, they've done well. They've got to drive them all on. Ball has gone to ground. They have to use it to bring it out wide. Quicker ball for them. Here they go. Good work by Ballyclare. They're up there about 7 metres, 6 metres out before Bective eventually get them down. They're going to continue on right. Taken on by the pack. They've done well. They're 3 metres out. Quick ball for them and they'll score. It is quick ball. Good defence by Bective. However, they recycle quickly again. There you go. It's a try. Yeah, fair play. It's good play by Ballyclare. Looking to see who scored that. I think was it number 18, Grant Bartley. Again, apologies to Ballyclare. I can't see the numbers. 26 minutes in. Ballyclare got their first try on the board. Brings the score to 29-17. Crichton, number 9, be looking to add the extras. Good try by them, Brian. Yeah, good continuity.
Excellent try. You know, great line out there. You know, tapping it back into the middle of the line out, and the Mole did very well. Very hard to defend against that.
Struck it well.
He did, but unfortunately not well enough.
Okay, so we're 27 minutes into this second half. First try for Ballyclare brings the score back to Bective 29, Ballyclare 17. 12-point game. About 12 minutes left, Brian. Tactically.
I think you've got to play it down here.
Yeah, use the wind down into that corner, the far corner, over on the right-hand side as you're watching on TV. Long kick by Gilsonan. Well taken. He's done well too. He's taken it outside his 22. However, means they can't bring it back in for McElwain to kick to touch. There's going to be a box kick by Brighton, you suspect. It is. High hanging ball. Good hang time on that. Good chase by Ballyclare, and they've taken it back. That's good play. Now, he's done well. It's a good rangy runner, that boy. Can't see his number. Well played by the fly half. McElwain brings the ball up just to the halfway line. Slower ball for Ballyclare. They're going to come down the short side here. Good tackle, Donald Lawler. Beautiful dunt, well played by the two. Matthew Coulter has brought the ball into the Bective half. Quicker ball, here they go. There's that try scorer again. I think it's Grant Bartley, it may be Adam Campbell. Can't read the numbers. Now, they're going down the right hand side. They're looking dangerous too, Brian. Good flat pass by McElwain, taken on by that big, is it the number 8? Now they're really doing well here, Ballyclare. They've got a bit of momentum going on. Another good tackle by second row, Donald Lawler. They continue down here, down this short side. Beautiful step by 15, Jacob Scarlett. McElwain again has a little go himself. They're looking dangerous here now, Brian. They're getting a chance to play. Yeah, they do have their gander up. They're playing well.
And the breaking tackles.
Hands on, hands on, hands on, hands on. It's a penalty to Bective. Well played, Oscar Egan. Got denied one in the first half. We couldn't understand. Stayed on his feet that time. Got the reward. Penalty to Bective. Man down, injured now for Bective. Is it? I can't see who it is. White boots.
We've got the ball, they don't like it, boys. Keep on.
So we're 30 minutes in. I think Ross McGoey came on. I was slagging him last week. Halfback, I think he came on. I was slagging him about the white boots. Very on Clongoweswood College to be wearing white boots.
You hate white boots.
I'm not a fan of white boots.
Or
Black
red
boots,
or
man. Black
pink
boots.
or-
Yeah, it is Ross McGoey. I see.
He's okay.
Connor Halpenny looking to come in. Yeah, I think he's back. Young Ross, he's only on the pitch. He's going to go off. That's what you get for white boots, Ross. Told you, mate. Told you. Okay, so Tim Carroll with the relieving penalty. Nice nudge, brings the ball just shy of the Ballyclare 10-metre line. So we're 31 minutes in. Last 10 and whatever ref Breon Bennett is adding on. Yeah, Ross is going to continue. So we got a Moby, I see Mark Moby O'Brien on for Bective as well at the back. Well contested and robbed by 18. That's Grant Bartley, he did well. So turnover ball, slow ball for Ballyclare. Nice tip on. Good defensive hit by Connor the Buff Kelly. Good play. He's a good runner, Ryan McElwain at 10. Yeah, dangerous player. Can't give him an inch. So Ballyclare now going through the phases. Slower ball again. They go down the short side. So just looking. They're trying to go through the motions. Looking for working out where the space is. They don't want to kick it. They need to get another try on the board. Good tackle, Donald Lawler. He's done well in defence this game. for a second row. Little kick through, taken by Chris Rowland. He feeds Tim Carroll. See fly half now. McElwain is down injured here on the back side of the pitch. He's holding his shoulder by the look of it. Gavin Kelly. Bective going to come down the short side. The buff Kelly. Hold on to the ball now, lads. It's a 12-point game. Don't need to leave Ballyclare back into this. Young McCluskey. James Gallagher. Yeah, they're listening to me. They're just keeping possession.
Yeah.
Nothing risky. Good play by Gilso. Taken by Chris Poole. Stay in play, Chris. He's done well. Brings the ball up to the halfway line. Now McGoey. Donald Lawler. Offloads it. Ollie Foot. He's done well. Little jink and run by the Kiwi Schools. Out half. Takes the ball up into the Ballyclare half. Gav Kelly at halfback feeds Oscar Egan. Oscar's had a good game today. He's done well. He offloads it to James Gallagher. One Nordy to another. Moby in support. Gallagher again. Oh, it's barbarian stuff by the Bective forwards. Right now, McCluskey, what's he going to do? He's held up, but he offloads it to Tim Carroll. Ball out to Mikey's tights. Tackle just shy of the 22. Quick ball, quick ball, quick ball. It is quick ball. Connor Kelly. Now Ollie Foot onto James Gallagher again. James has been all action today. Ollie Foot again. Oh, a little show and go. He's looking for the offload. He gets it out of the back of the hand. It's beautiful play. Has it knocked on? It has. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Beautiful play by Bective. James Gallagher involved, I think, 3 times in that move. I was on to James earlier in the week looking for some stats for him. He was one of the few guys. I didn't have any real information. As you know, Brian, regular listeners know I love James. I love the aggression that he brings to this team. Super player. It turns out, who knew, that James is an All-Ireland boxing silver medalist. He's 3 times Antrim boxing champion and 3 times Ulster boxing champion. That kind of explains everything, don't you think?
Yeah, Dromore comes back into mind there.
Yeah, Dromore last year in that All-Ireland Junior Cup semi-final where not an inch was given by our James.
Yeah, but he is the perfect number 8. You know, he's aggressive, he's got great hands, you know, he's a good footballer and a fabulous attitude.
Okay, so better scrum by Bective. Better scrum by Bective. Wherever Ballyclare got it off, Ryan McElwain feels he's no option but to kick straight down the throat of Chris Rowland. He's going to look for Tim Carroll on his shoulder.
Well done, Chris.
He's done well, wasn't held, so he gets a second bite. Now, Matty Gilson, what's he going to do? A little kick over the top. Where's the ball going to bounce? Knocked back by Mikey, so the ball is still in play. 2 little back of the hand offloads there. So we're 35 minutes in on the unofficial iPhone clock. We've about 5 minutes left, and whatever ref Breon Bennett is adding on. Bective 12 points ahead, 29 points to 17. 5 tries for Bective Brian, 1 for Ballyclare. Match has taken on a bit of a better passage for Bective in the second half, not leaking as many penalties as we did in the first half.
And Bective are playing smarter now. That was a lovely play by Gilso there. You know, there was nothing on. He wasn't going to force anything. He just put more pressure on Ballyclare by making them turn, putting it behind them. Mikey did very well to keep it in play.
Looking at the back line here, there's 3 of them standing, one behind the other. There's a move coming on it. Oh! There you go. Brian has hit the ground here and stunned, shocked and stunned, as Billy Connolly would say. Penalty to Bective from the scrum. So, little nudge by Gilso brings a ball 6 metres out. Attacking platform for Bective. We're into the last 5 minutes of this game. Conor Halpenny back on. I see Ross McGoey in the white boots sitting down here underneath us. Looks like an ankle injury. Back to 5-man called. It'll be Gavin Kelly in the middle. It is Gavin Kelly in the middle. Now ball at the back with McCluskey. Goes down the short side. Gets nothing out of it. Offloads it to James Gallagher. So Bective set and go again. The buff Kelly. He's well taken down, to be fair. Donald Lawler also well tackled, but offloads to Oscar Egan. Now Bective on the 5-metre line. Good defensive play by Ballyclare. To be fair to them, they've disrupted that twice. Kelly again he's taken down. However, quicker ball now. Little show and go by Halpo. He's too small to do that. Gavin Kelly just tidies it up, doesn't want to throw out, poor ball. Chris Poole.
Straight up the middle.
Now we're just shy of the 5-metre line. What's going on? The pack have got it hard to see here. Bective going to come down this right hand side. The buff Kelly again, he's got Moby on his shoulder. Quicker ball and we've space out here on the right. We have Gilso, throws it out wide. Chris Rowland, second try of the game. 6 tries for Bective in the dying minutes of this match. That's good play by Bective.
That is great play by Bective. You know, it was patient. You knew what they were doing. They were just sucking Ballyclare players in. Great attacking play there from Bective. I have to say one player who stood out for me for Ballyclare is their number 7, their open side, McElrath.
Open side, Jack Milton.
He's been everywhere. He's great with the ball in hand, but he's so destructive, you know, in defence and attack.
We're just coming up to 40 minutes on my iPhone clock. Apologies that the stadium clock hasn't been working today. So Mikey O'Hare, Mikey's tights, wide here on the right, looking to add the extras. He struck it well, Mikey. He struck it well. That's a superb kick. And that's why they've brought him on. Superb kick by Mikey O'Hare. This game is over. It's a 6-try victory for Bective. Bective win 36-17. Huge indiscipline in the first half will have been a worry, but look, we're delighted. That's a second win in the row for Bective at home. Full 5-point haul. No points for Ballyclare, which is also important in the context of this league. Okay, excellent day for us. We have a week off next week, and then the following week we're on the road down to Virgin Media Park, the old Musgrave Park in Cork, where Bective will be entertained by Dolphins. So great day here on Saturday the 1st of November. Great day for Bective, as I said. 6-try haul, full 5 points out of this game. This has been a Bective Rangers TV production. Produced and directed by the camera-shy young Louis Manahan. Never wants to appear out front. On cinematography, the great Limerick man that is Rory O'Connor. Co-coms today, Brian Shalhoub, past president. I'm Chuck Byrne. That's a wrap.
Brilliant.
5 points.